Welcome, guys. Welcome. Mississippisurvivor here. And in this episode here, in this session, we're going to be talking about emergency lighting for those grid down situations or power out or storm, blew something out or this down wire. You still need to have some light. And not only that, some power as well. But we're gonna talk about all of that. So if you guys could give me 1 second, I'm gonna place you guys here for a second, and I'll be right back. I need to get the rest of what goes with this, with what I was gonna talk to you guys about. So give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. We're gonna get this going. All right, guys, I'm back already. So we're gonna get this going. Okay, I'm back with you guys. All right. Thank you guys for joining in with me as well. I appreciate it. Thank you guys. Love you. Thank you for all my subscribers, people that support me. I really thank you guys. Okay, we're going to get this kicked off. What we're talking about is emergency lighting. It's very important that we all have some emergency lighting. Very important to have that because the lights goes out and you don't know how long it's going to be. I know you've had these situations where lights has went out. You don't have a clue when it's gonna come back on. You call them, they say, I know you have an electric company. The electric company, you call them, or they send you an alert. Your electric will be on in 1 hour, and it don't come back on. Then they say 2 hours, and it don't come back on. Then they say 30 minutes, and it don't come back on. I've dealt with that before. So I want to be at a point where if that does happen, I really don't care because I have my own light and my own power. Okay. So I know you're wondering what a lot of this stuff is I got around, and it's a purpose for these things. Trust me. So I'm going to get to it and go ahead and start showing you what I'm talking about. Okay. All right, for one, let's start with the basics. Candles. Now, I went to Kroger's and they got these 6 glass voltage candles, unscented white. These things they last quite a while, and they also can serve as heat because these, if you haven't seen my video where I cook the bologna, I use these particular candles and place it under it, and it'll heat that thing up. It does a good job, which I've already said. I was telling you guys I'm going to replace it and use the alcohol stoves under it instead of using these under it. I want to use the alcohol stoves instead. And I think it's going to be wider. They're wider, so they're going to provide more heat and heat it up a whole lot faster because I'll be looking to boil some water, and it takes a long time to boil water using these candles unless you have a lot of them under there. Probably this whole pack and probably 3 more if you're trying to heat the bottom of a pan up quick enough to get some water boiled. I want water to start boiling within 10 to 15 minutes or less. I want to be able to drop me a piece of meat in there and start frying immediately and doing what it needs to do. Because I want to go and cook and get done. I don't want to be in there all day trying to cook if I don't have to. So candles is one option. Also, you can use the tea lights, which I have tea lights as well. Those are another great option that you can use for lighting. Or you can use any different style or size candle. Even if you want to use scented candles, you can use that for light and still at the same time use those scented candles for light. You also will make your house smell good as well. Okay. All right, so let's move along, guys. The next thing. Now, this goes outside. I know people say that goes outside. How are you going to charge it up? Because it comes with this base. So let's get into this. How are you going to charge this up when this particular base is designed to go outside and be charged by the sun so that you can use the unit. So let me tell you, people, for the ones that do not know, not people that do know, just the people that don't know, you can take this unit, you take this and put this on your wall. It'll be an awesome, awesome, not security light, but SHT whatever F. I'm sorry, I got tongue tied. I'm sorry. But it would make a great lighting for inside as well. You can set it to motion, or you can just set it and let it stay on until it runs down, and then you just charge it again. But again, what I was trying to let you guys know, that you can take this and use the light in your house, the bulbs that's in your house that's bright. Put this in direct contact with it and make sure there's nothing covering or shading the panel, and it will charge this thing up just like the sun will charge it up. Now, I've been unable to accomplish that with a full-size panel. And believe me, if I figure out how to power my full-size panels indoors, I'm going to use every last one of them indoors and power all of them. I'll have because I can guarantee you the one light that I use or whatever I use, if I can figure out a efficient way of doing it, I'm pretty sure that whatever little energy I'm using, I'm gonna get a whole lot more energy out, especially using with the inverter, because I'll be able to run more things and still have it charging. So I don't think nobody has that figured out yet, how to make that thing charge inside, because the panel is so big and you got a wide spectrum of light area to cover with light. So that's a lot. And then and have you guys seen those freaking lights that they use that's supposed to mimic the sun? Oh man, please. Those things are expensive. I can't afford that. That's expensive, and I mean, and it's not efficient enough to try. I've tried several things. I've tried to take battery charger, plug it into already hot battery, and then plug it into my inverter and let my inverter run and let the inverter push the power through to the charger, then plug the charger to the batteries and let it recycle its power round and round. But what you find is then the mathematics start getting you right there, because you're losing more power somewhere, losing more efficiency, and with the inverter, you're going to lose more efficiency and power through there. Then you're going to lose more power in there than what's going into the batteries. So your power is still going to go down. Matter of fact, it's going to go down faster than you just letting it sit there and not using it at all. So that's not going to work. But I'll try anything to see if it works. So this right here, and the reason why I'm holding this camera, when I get ready to show you guys something and I want you to understand what I'm saying and what I'm talking about, it doesn't do justice to have it on the tripod. Now, if I'm talking to you guys about something else, I really don't have to really show you anything tangible or physical. I'll just have it on the tripod and I'm talking to you guys. Like right now, I'm not even on the camera because I want you to get a close-up of what I'm doing, what I'm using, if you want to try to get the exact same thing. Also, let's go back to these candles. The reason why I got these candles in glass in the first place is because when they burn completely out, I can clean them out, turn around and use some, I bought several cans of Crisco grease, cooking grease, the lard. I could take that stuff and fill these back up again, put a wick in it or a small birthday candle, which would stand as a wick, and I can use this jar again to do the same thing over and over and over again. So moving along, I'm telling you again, you take this, get you a bright light, or in my case, let me show you what I did. And some of the cases that I do, I'll show you. Let me pull this out. All right, you see, I got these. These are regular 120 or 110 volt lights on the regular. And you've seen these in another video I've used before, but this light is super bright. It's a super bright light. And I could take that and run this panel in front of it, and it'll charge it up. And then another thing, you don't even have to have that light. That's my preference and what I do. You guys keep your own mind, keep your own preference. You can take from this video what's good for you, use it, and don't worry about the rest. Just use what's good for you. That's what I do. I take what's good from the video and I use it, and what doesn't apply to me and that I can't use, I don't even worry about it. I leave that alone. But you also can take this and use a regular light, like in the ceiling, if you see, and you still can charge it up. I don't know how long it takes to charge up, whatever the normal charging time is versus sun. I'll just let the light stay on all day and charge it, and then at night I come here and turn it off. And there we go, which I'm going to show you guys an example of that a little bit later here in this video. So this is the light I use. As you can see, it has plenty of LED lights. And the reason why I know it would charge it up, not because I'm just telling you it would, because I know. So I'm going to flip the switch and show you exactly what I'm talking about. Let's see. And this thing is bright. Oh, wrong side. There you go. See how bright this thing is? That thing is bright. The camera it's funny how the camera readjusts itself to it. And once the camera readjusts, it doesn't even look like it's bright. The stuff that these people come up with, I tell you. But that light is extremely bright and it's good. And you got a bigger area, like a big living room or something like that. Put you 2 of those things in there. Put 2 of them in there. I mean, decorate it or something and make it look good. And just put it in there. I mean, I'd rather have it in there like, oh, that's electric in there. That sounds fine. I don't care. I'm putting it in there. I put it over doorways like they put exit signs up there. And my reason is because if something happens, I'm not going to be looking for cute. I'm going to be looking for light. So whatever pretty you got on the wall that you said that doesn't look good with this light being on the wall, are you going to be able to see that whatever that cuteness is when the lights go out? No, you're not. So put the light on the wall. Because whatever you got on the wall, when the lights go out and this turns on, it's going to help you see the prettiness that you got on your wall. Okay, so we're going to move along. I have these. I had a Chinese guy to come out and put these on a store that I had in the town that I live in. And I got a lot of these things. And they're 12 volt. I got some in blue, and I got a lot of them in white. And there was a power supply he had that went with these. I don't know what it at because I've moved so many times. But you can take these, and you can take you some 18650 batteries. And I bought a charger for those batteries so I can charge them up. And put those batteries together and plug it into these. And presto, you got light. Or you can go hook it to your solar system. Now, I've done it in every house, but I haven't done it in this house yet. I'm going to take these lights and run them through the entire house and run them all into the solar array system. And when I run into that system, I can come in here, hit the switch, turn them on, turn them off when I get ready. My only issue, which I'm going to fix that, is when I add these in all over the house, my next problem comes in, what if I'm watching TV and I want to turn the light out in that particular room or the other room? I don't want it to burn everywhere. I want the lights everywhere, but I don't want it to burn everywhere at the same time. So I want to add a switch in between this and every room. Put in a switch where I can come in and I can turn it on like regular lights all throughout the house. So it don't just have to all stay on I can flip this off and they off. If I need to go in here and use the bathroom, I get the switch, turn them on. So that is one option that you can use for power, and these are nice and bright, which I will be adding to the system. I'm trying to see what type of switches I got. Again, you guys know I love the regular house switches, putting those on the wall and using those, but I'm not sure if that's what I use, but they show cheaper and they're easier to use. They're cheaper. So now let's flip out of this. We're gonna move over to this. This is your basic, everyday, $1 from the dollar store solar light. It's a light. The rest of it has been taken off with the glass and all that, but this is your light, and this is where you charge. This is how that works. And you can see the on and off switch. Of course, the switch is in the auto position. So, I don't know. Would it give me anything? I don't know. Maybe the battery's no good on the inside. But you can turn this off. And I'm going to let it sit in the light anyway and see if it will give a charge. Okay. So that's another thing that you can use. And you can take this thing and just hold it by the wand, the whole entire thing, and walk through the house, and you can see when you're walking through the house. It's like having a flashlight for $1 with some free sunlight, charges it up. Okay, now let's get into this. I don't know if I should have put this in this segment or not, but I am. You see here? Here. What I was telling you guys before. I took these from outside and I hot glued all these things together. And then I wired these up in parallel because the voltage is so small on these. I wired them all in parallel. Not parallel, but in series to get more power out of them. In which I take here and I plug these in these, because I took these and I did the same thing with these to make these. But I'm thinking I'm gonna take all these loose and just turn these into and wire these in parallel. And then right now they're in series to give me more power. I'm letting them stay like that because they're small and they don't have that much power. So if I take them all and put them all in series, like I've done, you get more power. They give you more power out of the batteries, or depending on what you're trying to burn. And you can do that with this whole system, like this here, and then you can take that and plug up 12 volt. If you get enough of these barriers together that equal up to that, which most of these are like 1.5 volt. So if you get enough of those barriers to put together to equal up to that, then you can run you a 12 volt light off of it. Or you can take this system and take it and just use it just to charge up your rechargeable batteries. If you have some this size, or you have any of the AAA, you can use it for that. And you'll see these are just basic $1 lights that go in the yard, but I put them all in series. When I have some empty ones, so that means I got some more room to use to charge up some others as well. And the same with this. I put these all together and made one array, in series. I don't know exactly how much power these things are putting out, but I just wired them all together in series, and whatever the power voltage is, that's what it gives me. And the only time I can test it unless I got it in direct light or outside, because just plugging it up, sitting it on the desk, and with the multimeter, you're not going to get anything out of it. You got to have a nice piece of light shining on this whole thing, because they're all wired together in series, not parallel. Because there was no wired in parallel, you won't be able to light up nothing. but one smaller LED because it's only putting out the power that a general small amount of power in the first place. So you wire them all together to get more power. I just use a regular old laptop with little netbook laptop tops. I use these to glue it to and stick it on. So that's what this is for. You can charge the batteries using this unit here. Make sure you're getting enough light, and you can charge up the little batteries and things of that nature. Yeah. So coming right along. Now we're gonna move over here. Let me set this to the side. And we're going to talk about the next thing. Now here, this is my Go Power Plus. And as you can see, if I hold on to this light, my Go Power Plus has a built-in flashlight, which is a nice light. It has a nice light. It's not going to light up a whole room, but it gives you lots of lumens. Now, you can go here, which this came from Harbor Freight, this kit. This came in the whole solar kit. That's what with this bulb. Where this bulb works with the Go Power Plus. And this is a 12-volt output. So I'm gonna plug that outlet in, that 12-volt, and hit switch. And this bulb is 5 watts. That's a lot of light for 5 watts. And you can take this and put this up in the ceiling as well, and it'll put off a nice amount of light. You see how bright this is. It's a nice bright light. Turn it over, you can really see what I mean. There's a lot of LEDs in there. So that's another option for light that you can use for emergencies. And also, to go with that, so you guys will know, if I hit this switch again, I'm going to show you. I'm going to turn this off. Again, for the people that don't know, on your ring, you don't have to plug these things in the wall like they got it set up where you have to plug them in the wall. You don't have to do that. You come right over here. You'll see, I want you to see that I have this ring plugged into the Go Power Plus. I'm going to hit this switch one time. You see that it's on. You come over here. You see the light is on. I'm going to hit the switch for it to light this up, if that's the right switch. Now, you're going to look up. You see that it's on. And it runs right off the Go Power Plus with no problem whatsoever. You can also take your ring and use your ring for light on your house. Plug it into your Go Power Plus or in a USB application. You got a computer or something somewhere. A laptop is what I mean, not desktop, but a laptop. If the battery's charged up fully on it, plug this into it, turn it on, you got light. It'll work that way. It'll work through a Go Power Plus, and it also will work through just a regular battery pack that charges your phone. You can get one of those, and you can plug that in as well. It will work just fine. Now, also to add to that, guys, you'll see that the Go Power Plus has 4 USB plugs on it. One of them is in use. You can always, if you got bigger family, that a lot of people, you take this unit right here with all the switches. You can turn it on and off, and it lights up and show you what's what. Matter of fact, I'm gonna plug it in so you guys can see. Now I have it plugged up. It's only gonna power on what you got powered on. You see the light is on. See that? It is on. So whatever USB device you got, you plug it into here, and there you go. It'll start charging your USB devices. I think that's very neat that whoever went through and took the time to put a power switch on each one. So thank you for whoever made this device. I think it is nice and I really like it. I don't think it's a high wattage of power that's put out for as USB is concerned. I don't know if it's 2.0, 3.0. I don't think it's 3.0. But nevertheless, it would still charge the phone whoever else phone you have on the system, tablets as well. So let's pull that out. And again, don't never forget your trusty old cigarette lighter plugs. This thing contains 1, 2, 3 cigarette lighter plugs and also has a USB on the end. This is going to be part of my solar array, and that's where that's going as well. So it's very good. Then it's got a light on the indicator so you'll know that it's lighting up. So that's another good thing that you guys can get and you can use. Now for my last thing to give you a more insight on what I'm trying to tell you guys for is emergency lighting. Got two things more I'm gonna show you. Okay, if you come over here, you'll see I have another one with the 12 volt adapter light. Then I have it running into here, and I got this plugged into my box, which is on its own breaker. Okay, now you go here, you see I turned that on, and over here, old school LCD light running off 12 volt. You hit that, boom, you got light. Plenty of light. I have so many different sources of light, and it's good. I think you all guys should have it. I also have those small LED flashlights. You can use those as well. Those work good too. You can use those lights that come from the Walmart and Harbor Freight that has a little small have the switch on it. You can use those, but I warn you, get some good batteries to put in those things, because whatever batteries are in them, the LED runs them down really quick, so they don't stay on that long. Also, they have a emergency light that you can use, which I do have. It's in my bug out bag. That's another thing I have to show you guys on another video. But you can take that. And use that as well, and that thing burns for somewhere tuned to 48 hours, because it has different settings, low, high, or whatever, and then it also has a setting where it has a night light on it as well. You can take your alcohol stove. You know what I mean? Just make sure you got enough ventilation in your house. Of course, if you're in a house, an older house like I got, my house is not airtight or sealed that tight. So all types of air is still getting air into the house. So you can use that type of thing in your house. Okay, now I'm going to go along and show you. Of course, I got solar panels everywhere. Now, this is what I wanted to show you guys. If you come up here, you'll see, this is the unit that I'm talking about, and this thing is awesome. It has a solar, everything is built in the unit. It's nothing separate that you have to screw up. That's what makes this one so good. You got that solar, and it's being charged by this light, and the LEDs are right here in the front. So I'm going to let you see. When I turn this light off, let's see. You see that light? I'm going to turn that light off, and I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about. It's automatic. I mean, everybody should be able to do this. This thing is not that expensive. I think it's under $10, maybe $7. And anybody can afford that, because, I mean, a lot of people get gas more than once a day, or people eat out buying unnecessary, spending too much unnecessary money on out to eat foods when you got food at home. Sometimes it's okay because you're busy, but you need to make your way back to that kitchen and make you a meal. So I'm right here. You see the light? I'm gonna turn it off, and that light automatically came on its own. It had a delay, but it came on its own. As you can see, it lights up this entire bathroom. The entire bathroom is lit up, and you can see that. There's plenty of light. And I'm gonna go even further to show you one more thing. Now, this one right here, you guys are gonna like. Just say you wanted to take a shower, and there was no light to take a shower. Believe me, guys, I do a lot of thinking. I mean, I work a lot, but I do a lot of thinking. I take time and sit down, and I just think. Everybody should do this. So, you want to take a shower, and it's dark. You can't see. You still got running water. Voila. You still can take your shower, and you got a light to see when you take your shower. This is a hydro electric light. The water generates, the way it spins, the mechanism inside of it, it generates electricity, and it gives you a rainbow. It's really, it changes different colors is what it's doing. It gives you a rainbow effect, and it's pretty bright. And you still can take your shower. You still can see to take your shower. When you turn it off, then you're going to have your other light on the other side over here, which is going to be still giving you plenty enough efficient light to do whatever it is you need to do. Now, this is what I call using your head and being prepared. You got to have a backup for a backup for a backup for a backup. So on that note, I'm going to use this water and this light. There's nothing like a good hot shower. So guys, I would like to thank you guys for tuning in with me again. Mississippisurvivor. I'm going to give you all the information that I can give you. Anything that will help you, anything I think that will help you, I'm going to get that information. I'm going to give you that information and let you know what I feel like you need to know. Thank you guys for supporting me. I love you guys. Merry Christmas to you and a Happy New Year as well. Mississippisurvivor, about to enjoy this shower. I'm out.